Alright, so today I'm going to come at you guys with my 2014 NFL mock draft for the Detroit Lions. Um, I'm going to go through their pick at the first round pick at 10 all the way down to the 7th round. So this is full 7 rounds, so let's get at it. With the 10th overall selection in the first round, the Detroit Lions are going to have a lot of consideration here. If Mike Evans is there, I say we take him. If not, then we will go and get a corner, which is our next best need or biggest need. Um, I think Justin Gilbert would fit the bill the best here. Just with his skill set, his ability, his speed, his athleticism, his ability to return, he's the more all-around player, and Darqueze really isn't that kind of player. So if Justin Gilbert's gone, though, I say go Darqueze. And if they even do go Darqueze, I would be okay with that. So pick 10 is Justin Gilbert, the cornerback out of Oklahoma State. In the second round, we have pick number 45, where I believe one of the wide receivers might fall here in Kelvin Benjamin, the wide receiver out of Florida State. He didn't have a really good pro day. I'm pretty sure that they had their pro day, but I didn't like him that much at the combine. His tape shows that he is a versatile player and that they will have an excellent talent if they get him. He's 6'5", I believe he's 220. He wasn't the fastest at the combine, but we will see where he goes. If not, then I think Davante Adams, the wide receiver at Fresno State, makes the most sense here, as well as an alternative pick if he's not available. Moving on to the third round, where we have pick 76, where I see Detroit shaking their head. They say they're not going to pick up Nick Fairley's option next year, so we need defensive tackles, and we need a defensive end as well. So there's a versatile player available still I think on the board still, in Dominique Easley, the defensive tackle, defensive end out of Florida. He's a versatile player. He's kind of like Sue. He can play end or he can play defensive tackle. And if Dominique Easley isn't there, I could say just going straight defensive end or outside linebacker. Moving on to the fourth round, where we pick at 111. I think outside linebacker is our next biggest need. So I have them addressing that and getting Jordan Zumwalt, the outside linebacker at UCLA. Great athleticism from this player. He played with Anthony Barr, so he wasn't really talked about much, but I do like Jordan Zumwalt a lot. He's very versatile. He's very athletic. He can deliver some blows. Just look him up. There's a video of him hitting, I think, Virginia Tech's quarterback last year or the year before, and it's quite a hit. He lays him out, and I think he gets actually put out for a week or two after that hit. But anyway, moving on, we have another fourth round selection. That's complementary picks. We have two in the fourth round, actually. And at that pick, it's 133. And I was going through, looking and seeing what we need. And there's a corner available that I think that we should go after if he's there. And that is Chris Davis, the cornerback out of Auburn. He's also an excellent return man. So I would give us two excellent return men and two excellent corners that could be elite corners in the NFL. Chris Davis, he had that awesome return against Alabama to give Auburn the win over Alabama. So I really like Chris Davis. He's very athletic, as you all know. He's an awesome returnman, and he can play man. He's actually quite a physical corner. I've watched some film on him, and I like what I see. Moving on to our next complementary pick in the fourth round, which is at pick 136. There's also another need outside linebacker. We do not have any depth at our outside linebacker position. So I could see Detroit addressing that again and getting Adrian Hubbard, the outside linebacker / defensive end out of Alabama. Adrian Hubbard, 6'6". He's a big outside linebacker. They're thinking about switching up schemes, going 3-4 sometimes, but sticking to the 4-3 base. But they could switch up and go to a 3-4 in situational occasions. Adrian Hubbard would fit that bill with Jordan Zumwalt and with Ashley Palmer, I believe we still have, and Stefan Tulloch in our other outside linebackers. I really can't even think of because we don't have that many good ones. But I like Adrian Hubbard there. He's physical. He can get some blows in, and I really like him. Moving on to the sixth round, because we don't have a fifth round pick, Detroit has a desperate need where I think that they're finally going to address in the sixth round. I'm getting Corey Linsley, the offensive center from Ohio State. Corey Linsley, he's kind of like Raiola. He's smaller, but he's not too small, and I think he's pretty durable. And when you look at the NFL, center is the one position where you need to have a solid center to be an elite offensive line. It starts from the middle and it works its way out. If you don't have a solid center who's going to be a leader of that offensive line, then you can forget about even drafting a tackle or a guard because they ain't going to have nobody to keep them in line. And I think Corey Linsley is that type of leader on that offensive line. He will step in and take Raiola's place, not this year, but next year because Raiola is getting older. And even if it's not next year, it'll be the year after. And that's a great person to learn from is Dominic Raiola. Moving on to the 7th round, where I think that we need to address our defense again. Offense we can address next year in the draft. Our offensive line is getting a little bit old and banged up, and they want a little bit too much money. But moving on, 7th round, pick 227. I said we're going to address our defense again. Nick Fairley again. We don't know if he's going to be back. They said they're not going to pick up his option, but we'll see depending on how his production is next year. But I think Kerry Hyder, the defensive tackle at Texas Tech, makes the most sense here. He's a big, physical interior lineman who's going to get to the ball carrier no matter what it takes. He's got a high motor and he likes to find the ball. That's my mock draft for the Detroit Lions as of right now, as of April 1st, 2014. Let me know what you think about my selections and tell me who you think they would take. Because honestly, I want your opinion on everything that I do. So, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what you think they would do. Tell me what you want them to do, or tell me whatever you want. I'm very optimistic, but I gotta go, so I'm out. Bye.